Hi everyone, Jan is signing in. Welcome to another Sunday video. In this episode I will work on this young spruce forest group, which is a common European spruce Picea ABS. I planted this group about 5 years ago as a young seedlings from a nursery. As the bare-rooted seedlings have had very tiny root balls or just a few roots, it allowed me to plant them quite close together. After about a year in the planting container, I put them in the field to speed up the growing process. And after about 2 seasons, I planted the group into this wooden box. You can see that each tree developed a little bit differently. Some of the trees are a bit bigger and stronger, some of them not. And this is exactly what I wanted. The difference makes the group more natural and more visually appealing. I have many of these little projects in the wooden boxes and they grow quietly in the garden and wait for the right moment. I take good care of them, water them daily and fertilize them enough, but they are not in the center of my attention. They just grow and do their thing, sometimes for a long time. Once nature produces something that grabs my attention, I put it on the turntable and put my hands on it. It doesn't need to be an expensive, super old, high-class tree. I can enjoy these little projects a lot. As the spruces grew undisturbed for a couple of seasons, they produced solid root ball and plenty of green mass and buds. I like to work with clean and sharp tools. It reduces fungal issues and clean cuts heal faster. Even though I am not specialist in sharpening tools, I found a way that suits my needs. When I am not in a rush and work quietly at home, I always love to observe the trees in a detailed way and think about all aspects. It is kind of meditation and relaxation for me. Here you can see a little bit inside. If you don't know where to start, start always with cleaning and removing the weak inner branches and twigs, and continue with deeper pruning and branch selection. As I want to maintain the triangular shape of the group, I will start with shortening the branches from the top down instead of from down up as we usually approach the pruning. I need to be careful to not shorten up too many of the low branches, and starting on the top part prevents me from doing so. Remember that proper pruning and branch selection is about 75 to 80% of the styling process. It is absolutely essential in bonsai practice. The following wiring and shaping is an extension of the pruning process. When you jump into the wiring without cleaning and branch selection process, you hardly get a good result. Here I am removing weak inner growth, which has no value for the tree and for the styling either. I'm also removing entire branches that are overly strong and shortening them to the desired length. I always prune to the strong nice bud, never in the middle portion. Each branch has a nice bud at its end. As I reach more and more the desired density and the trees reveal its structure, I am more and more focused on the branch and pruning selection. This is already a part of the styling process. Designing the multiple trunks and group styles can be tricky and requires a full focus and a certain flow of mind. I always think in terms of the entire composition, never about each individual tree. It is about lines, empty spaces and rhythm between the branches. Some of the bigger stumps I turned into the little part of the dead wood. Not a big deal, but a few of these little features can add something to the overall appearance. And this is the result of the pruning process. We can clearly see the structure of this group, and we have a reasonable amount of branches and green mass. Each branch will have enough space to mature from now. Now I can start with wiring. I use just 3 sizes of aluminum wires, as the branches have a similar thickness and length. I wired only the main structural branches. Once I put the wire on the branch, I immediately place it into the new position. In this case, I simply lay down each branch more or less horizontally. I approached the wiring from the bottom and continued in the big spiral one by one all the way up. Occasionally I made a minor cleaning here and there. In this stage, the best brain hack for me is to listen to a podcast and catch the right flow. I always forget about everything around me and just work. And there we go. Just some minor touches in the end and quite a sweet young forest emerged. I was thinking of repot it on one of the slabs from our production, but maybe I will let it grow 1 season more undisturbed, in the straining wooden box. I haven't decided yet. So this is all for this episode. Thank you again very much for the nice comments on my work on the previous videos. I just started to build up my YouTube community and the response is very nice from you. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Jan is signing off. Bye bye.